So this is the new Insta360 X3, and this is the new GoPro Hero 11 Black. And today I'm putting these two cameras through a series of tests and comparisons to see which is truly the better action camera to purchase for 2023. So first off, we gotta get the obvious out of the way. The Insta360 X3 is the most recent and advanced 360 camera currently on the market. It features new modes and it has a much bigger touchscreen, which is super convenient. Whereas on the other hand, the GoPro Hero 11 is a traditional style of action camera that we have all known and grown to love. This too is an upgrade from its predecessor, the Hero 10, but if we're being honest, these new upgrades seem to be getting pretty minimal. When you put these two cameras to the test, there's obviously going to be limitations against each other. We all know by now that when you use a 360 camera on a selfie stick, the editing software magically edits out the stick, giving you what's known as the invisible selfie stick look. Essentially, it makes it look like your camera is floating, which is a really cool effect and has taken the internet by storm. The invisible selfie stick look allows you to achieve really amazing and unique footage, such as this very popular bumper shot, which only requires a suction cup, selfie stick, and your Insta360 X3. And unfortunately, that is a limitation that applies to the GoPro, as it's not able to give you that extreme wide angle or edit out the selfie stick for that invisible look. But on the other hand, when it comes to POV footage, that is where the GoPro can hold its own. It's quick and easy to put on a head strap and press record, but you have to make sure it's angled perfectly or you run the risk of having all your footage being ruined, which I'm sure you know is one of the worst things to have happen. But that is one of the many perks of a 360 camera, as you can adapt the motto of shoot first, point later, basically meaning no matter how you have it angled, you're guaranteed to never miss the action. And that same concept applies if you are, let's say, vlogging inside your car and trying to film yourself talking. Instead of fumbling around and trying to get the perfect angle, it's as simple as slapping the 360 camera onto the dash and pressing record. And not to mention, Insta360 does offer this quick release dash cam mount, which makes attaching to your dash very easy. And yes, the GoPro can still accomplish all these tasks as well, but again, it's more time consuming to make sure everything is in frame, and in some cases, the field of view may not be wide enough. But maybe that's not an issue for you and you like the fixed field of view on the GoPro more. Well, on this new X3, one of the new modes it features is 4K single lens. This mode uses only one lens and has two FOVs to choose from, with the max FOV of 170 degrees with flow state and horizontal lock enabled, versus the GoPro's 141 degree hyper view mode. This mode doesn't require any of the editing you typically do with 360 footage and essentially turns it into a traditional action camera, and I've found that having just that little extra of an angle can be very useful. When it comes to quality, the Insta360 has an impressive 5.7K resolution when shooting 360 video, and you have the option to toggle what they call active HDR, which basically enhances the footage, keeping more details in the highlights and shadows. This helps give your footage a more professional look, and while the GoPro still offers high resolution of 5.3K, it does not have the option for active HDR. Although you can still get a great look, it just takes a little bit more work to get there. When it comes to realistically using these cameras, and for this video in particular, we're focusing mainly on using these cameras for the automotive scene. And like I said before, most of the time when you're filming with these bigger objects, the field of view of the GoPro just isn't wide enough. For instance, here are 3 different shots. And with the right combination of factors, any one of these are almost guaranteed to go viral on social media. And all it takes is a selfie stick, suction cup, and the Insta360 X3. And unfortunately, the GoPro just isn't capable of producing those same shots to a quality level worth comparing. But maybe none of that matters, because the ease and simplicity of the GoPro far outweighs its disadvantages. And we all know that framing 360 video is a hassle. Well, it used to be. Insta360's new AI-powered editing suite is honestly game-changing. It has a ton of AI-assisted editing features and modes, making the filming and editing process so much easier. Me mode is a new one, which is awesome for talking to the camera, as it fixes the frame on you and doesn't require any reframing in post. Sky swap is another pretty cool mode. The AI automatically detects the sky in your footage, and with a click of a button, you can completely swap out the sky. That's just a few modes to quickly name off, but this camera is constantly being updated with new features, modes, and firmware. Whereas GoPro seems to rarely get any new firmware or app updates, which is great to know everything is working how it should, but Insta360 is quickly progressing while GoPro remains the same. And something else you'll notice, the Insta360 X3 features horizontal leveling, which means no matter how you mount your camera, your footage will always be right side up and level. That's awesome if you're ever mounting a little off center or off balance. You don't have to worry about adding a bunch of extra mounting points to level it back out. And unfortunately, that's another feature the GoPro currently does not have. If price is your big determining factor, this Insta360 X3 comes in around $450, while the GoPro is currently $550. So definitely a pretty big price difference, and you'd almost expect it to be the other way around, with the Insta360 being more expensive. And obviously everybody wants the most advanced camera at the cheapest price. With all the features and AI assisted editing, everything this new Insta360 X3 offers, I almost think it's a no-brainer to go with this camera. The GoPro has its merits, don't get me wrong, but the Insta360 can do everything the GoPro can do, but at a higher quality and with more modes and options. As well as the workflow is tremendously faster than it's been in the past, and you're essentially getting a better action camera for a cheaper price. So let me know which one you'll be getting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.